Welcome. I'm Emily Glendenning, the chair of the MATHCOUNTS Board of Directors. It's my honor to welcome you here to the 2022 Raytheon Technologies MATHCOUNTS National Competition. For nearly 4 decades, MATHCOUNTS has brought students together to make learning math fun. We design our programs and resources to help build problem-solving skills and instill positive attitudes that fulfill a lifelong love of learning math. Thousands of students across the United States participate in our programs and use our resources each year. The great academic and career success they go on to achieve is a testament to the power of this approach. And since we held the first MATHCOUNTS competition here in DC in 1984, we've celebrated the nation's brightest young minds through the only in-person math competition of its kind. As we like to say here at MATHCOUNTS, there are many paths to success in math. We help all students discover theirs. Today, we're celebrating your journey along this pathway, a journey marked by problem-solving skills, creativity, and persistence. You inspire us and you make us proud. We're fortunate to have some special guests who will help lead today's program. They are Vice Chair of the MATHCOUNTS Board of Directors, Tracy Gray, who is also representing Raytheon Technologies, the title sponsor of today's competition. Louis Lopez, the Director of the U.S. Department of Defense STEM Office, Trina Wilkerson, President of the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and coming to the stage now, Rick Guerra, the President of the National Society of Professional Engineers. Please join me in welcoming Rick.
Thank you. And thank you, Emily. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here representing NSPE, one of the founding sponsors of MATHCOUNTS. What began in 1983 has grown to reach tens of thousands of students each year in all 50 states and the District of Columbia, plus the U.S. territories and overseas schools affiliated with the U.S. Department of Defense and State Department. Mathletes. I know the path to nationals is a long one, including many months or even years of preparation and success at the school, local, and state levels. Many people working behind the scenes or alongside you have supported you on this journey, and we'd like to take just a moment to recognize them for their contribution to making today's celebration possible. I'm especially excited to represent the thousands of licensed professional engineers who volunteer each year to coordinate and support in-person chapter and state competitions. Their commitment, expertise, and enthusiasm are remarkable, and I know they have inspired many future engineers. To those of you in the audience who are NSPE members, thank you for your dedication to these future engineers and for everything you do to promote and enhance our noble profession. Will all members of NSPE please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you. Thank you. Engineers are changing the world all the time. They dream up creative, practical solutions and work with other smart, inspiring people to invent, design, and create things that matter. During my lifetime, engineers have made computers, spaceflight, the internet, smart cities, and other life-changing technologies, processes, and systems possible. In your lifetime, engineers will end world hunger, cure cancer, defeat climate change, and develop new technologies that will take humanity places beyond our wildest dreams. Engineers are creative, imaginative, collaborative, curious, and persistent. Above all else, engineers are problem solvers who choose to use their unique gifts to make the world a better place for all humankind. Throughout your MATHCOUNTS journey, you have proven your problem-solving skills and displayed the qualities that will make you great engineers and empower you to profoundly impact the future of our world. Wherever your career paths take you, I look forward to seeing the incredible things you Mathletes will accomplish. In addition to providing volunteer support and being a founding sponsor of MathCounts, NSPE is proud to continue its national sponsorship alongside other generous companies and foundations that share our passion for the MathCounts mission. Please join me now in thanking the major sponsors that make MathCounts possible. Title sponsor, Raytheon Technologies. Title sponsor, the U.S. Department of Defense, STEM. Lead sponsor, Northrop Grumman Foundation. And national sponsors, the National Society of Professional Engineers, (3M), Texas Instruments, and Art of Problem Solving. MathCounts is fortunate to receive funding from many other corporations, foundations, alumni, volunteers, and families of Mathletes across the country. We are so appreciative of the support of these companies and individuals. Would the representatives of all the sponsoring organizations of MathCounts please stand and be recognized? From volunteers to educators to program funders, MathCounts is a huge team effort. And speaking of teams, it's now time to recognize the great teamwork demonstrated by Mathletes during the written competition. The first awards of the morning will go to the top 10 teams based on yesterday's performance. I will now announce teams 10 through 4. Coaches and students, if I call your state, please stand and be recognized. In 10th place, Indiana. In 9th place, Pennsylvania. In 8th place, Florida. In 7th place, Georgia. In 6th place, California. In 5th place, Iowa. And in 4th place, Massachusetts. Congratulations to these teams. And now, would Emily Glendenning, Tracy Gregg, and Louis Lopez please join me on stage to present trophies to the top 3 teams. The Mathletes and coach from each winning team should come on stage to receive your award. This year's 3rd place team comes from the state of Texas. Team members are Kevin Chin, Andrew Shen, Roger Zen, and Lurchin Zhong. And coach is Rob Burridge. The second place team comes from the state of Washington. Team members are Amy Sway, Susie Liu, Ming Yao A. Yan, and Jeffrey Zhou. And the coach is Claire Yi. And the first place team, the winners of the team competition, each receiving a $2,000 college scholarship and a trip to U.S. Space Camp from the state of New Jersey. Team members are Evan Fan. Team members are Evan Fan, Rithik Gumpu, Mai Tian Shaw, and Alexander Wong. And the coach is Mary Beth Gackus. Congratulations, guys. Outstanding. Very good. Congratulations to the New Jersey team for this outstanding accomplishment. Taking us through the next portion of our event, please welcome Trina Wilkerson, President of MathCount's founding sponsor, the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics.
Thank you, Rick, and congratulations to our top teams. I am honored to represent NCTM at this incredible event, and to do so in front of not only so many accomplished student mathematicians, but also so many dedicated, inspiring, and accomplished math educators. A great teacher can lead a student to achieve more than they ever thought possible. Helping students reach their full potential can be demanding work. But the educators in this room have clearly risen to the challenge, even during these difficult years during the pandemic. All of the teachers, coaches, team advisors, and club leaders here today, please stand so we can recognize and thank you. I have to tell you that today, yes, being right here, right now, is one of the highlights of the 2 years as NCTM president that I have had. These few days at MathCounts showcase the wonderful work mathematics teachers, coaches, advisors, and families have done to support you. Being here also gives me a glimpse of the future through seeing you, because I know you are the leaders of tomorrow. And I know that a number of you sitting in this room will be the mathematics and mathematics education leaders at schools, universities, states, and even our nation in the coming years. I want to take a minute and share a little story. At a meeting last week here in D.C., with 200 top math teachers, university faculty, and state and national leaders from across the country, one of these national leaders shared with me their story of being a part of MATHCOUNTS. They were at a very small, very rural school and got selected as the student to represent their school at MATHCOUNTS. It was fabulous. They were so excited and had the time of their life being a rock star with all the other rock stars from around the state. So I asked this person, "How did you do?" And they gave a big smile and said, "I came in last." Yeah, but it didn't matter, they went on to say. The experience was so good for me to be there, to experience it. I think it contributed to where I am today, a math education leader. And so I say, you are the rock stars. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Drink it in. And I can't wait to see you and work with you as mathematics education leaders in the future. And just like that leader shared with me, math is especially powerful when it is relevant to students' lives and pushes them out of their comfort zone. Fortunately, MATHCOUNTS has incredible math experts who volunteer their time to write creative and complex problems that provide a fun and fulfilling challenge, this kind of productive struggle that makes success all the more meaningful. The unique math problems that are a huge part of what makes MATHCOUNTS special, and I want to share with them. And I'm so proud of the many question writers, reviewers, and judges that are associated with the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics. And a couple of these volunteers are here this morning. Please join me in a round of applause to thank them. All right, we are ready to announce the 12 truly outstanding problem solvers who excelled on yesterday's written competition and who qualified for a spot in this morning's countdown round. Competitors, if your name is called, please leave your calculators, your hats, your name badges, and any other personal items with your team members and come up to the stage area with your coach. And you will be provided with pencils and scratch paper at the contestants' table. All right, here we go. I will announce the countdown round competitors, 12 through 5. The number 12 seed is Boyang Zhang from Nevada. Number 11 is Li Ranju from New York. Number 10 is Shriti Arun from Colorado. Number 9 is Evan Fan from New Jersey. Number 8 is Michael Way from Florida. Number 7 is Calvin Wong from Virginia. Number 6 is Liam Reddy from Utah. And the number 5 seed is Alan Yuan from Alabama. Our next 3 competitors, number 4, number 3, and number 2, will each receive a bye in the first round of the countdown competition. The number 4 seed is Alexander Wong from New Jersey. Number 3 is Varun Gadi from Georgia. And the number 2 seed in the countdown round is Rohan Garg from California. For our written competition runner-up, who unfortunately could not be here for the countdown round, I will ask his coach to accept his trophy on his behalf. The written competition runner-up is Sebastian Chase from State Department. And his coach is Gaini Celso. Congratulations, Sebastian. And this year's written competition champion, who receives a bye in the countdown round and is the recipient of a $2,500 college scholarship, is Jai Lu from Ohio. Please welcome Jai and his coach, Amy Hazelton, to the stage.
All right, congratulations to all of our countdown round competitors. Let's hear it for them. Beck, keep it going. I'm gonna get a little selfie here. Ready? Nice. One of these 12 mathletes will become the 2022 national champion and the recipient of the $20,000 Donald G. Weinert College Scholarship. So they are receiving their final instructions for the countdown round right now, and I've been asked to just prolong the anticipation just a little bit more here until we welcome them back to stage. So I'm Tracy Gray, and I'm part of the Raytheon Technologies team that has been experiencing the prolonged anticipation for the in-person event, but we're finally here again. It's so much better than Zoom, right, guys? This weekend, we've been celebrating the field of space science. Outer space has limitless potential, which is much like the mathletes in this room, limitless potential. At Raytheon Technologies, we have helped shape the history of space technology, starting with building the computer that guided Apollo 11 to the moon in 1969. Today, the technologies we build for space are advancing life here on Earth. We are modernizing the GPS network of satellites that help us all get to our destinations. We created instruments that are on Mars right now, helping serve up the drill bits that Perseverance rover is using to mine the surface of Mars. These technologies would not be possible without mathematicians or engineers. We need students like you to be the next generation of space explorers and aerospace engineers. And now I'd like to introduce our countdown round moderator, Julie Montoya. So Julie Julie is the lead analyst on the VIIRS program at Raytheon Intelligence and Space. VIIRS is a weather sensor that flies aboard NASA's JPSS satellite. The sensor orbits Earth, gathering environmental data so scientists can track and monitor global storm patterns, wildfires, drought, and nighttime phenomena. Many of you already met Julie on Saturday night during the VIIRS presentation, and I understand there was a lot of good dialogue there. Julie earned her bachelor's and master's degree from Washington University. She picked that major because she said it was the hardest and coolest math. During college, she had a summer internship at NASA twice. Julie said she was drawn to the high-stakes nature of space engineering because of the importance of getting things right on the first try. And now it is my absolute pleasure to welcome this year's moderator, Julie Montoya.
Sorry, they had to get my step out for me because I'm a little bit shorter than everyone else. Okay, thank you, Tracy. I am thrilled to be your countdown round moderator this morning. I'm really proud of all of our mathletes today, but I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the girls in the room if I could. When I was your age, oh, go ahead. When I was your age, I was the only girl on my math team. By the time I got to high school, that number had ballooned up to 3, which is still not great. Thankfully, I can say to you that in my career at Raytheon Technologies, I've been lucky enough to work with many brilliant and talented women. These women are my bosses, my coworkers, my friends. Their unique perspective, ability, and demeanor, because they are women, is critically important to getting the job done. And in our case, that job is building things and sending them up into space. So all that to say, I know it can be hard, but please stick with it. We see you, and we need you, and we cannot wait to welcome you to the table someday. So please, let's get one more round of applause for all the girls this morning. Okay, at this time, I'd like to welcome back to the stage our 12 countdown round participants. Let's have a round of applause for all of our mathletes. Did we get the photo? Okay. Just making sure. Let's get right to it. The countdown round is a competition, is a single elimination bracket tournament where the top 4 seeds get a bye in the first round. I will read a question while it is being projected on the monitor in front of the students and also on these large screens in front of the audience. Should I misspeak, which I probably will do while reading this problem, the problem showing on the students' monitors and on the audience screen is the official question. Students will have 45 seconds to solve the problem after it appears on the monitor. There will be a green 45-second timer bar visible at the top of your screen. The timer bar will turn yellow when there are 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Competitors, once you've solved the problem, press your buzzer. I will call on the first person who presses their buzzer to announce his or her answer. Do not answer until I have called on you. If your answer without buzzing, your answer will not be acknowledged. Once I call on you, you will have 3 seconds to complete your answer. Your opponent may continue working while you are answering the question. And if you answer incorrectly, Your opponent will have the remainder of the 45 seconds to buzz in and answer the question. Whoever answers the most out of 5 questions correctly, not necessarily 3 out of 5, will win the round and progress to the next round. Should the score be tied after 5 questions, we will begin sudden victory procedure, meaning the next student to answer a question correctly in the matchup will win that matchup. Good luck to each of you, and let's get on with the first round. Okay, the first pair of students to compete will be our 8th and 9th placed finalists, as announced earlier. So Michael Way and Evan Fan, please come on up. Very nice. All right. We are going to give our competitors an opportunity to get used to their microphones and their buzzer by introducing yourselves. So Michael, why don't you go ahead and start? Tell us your grade and what school you're in.
Hi, my name is Michael. I go to Abraham Lincoln Middle School in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm in 8th grade.
All right, excellent. Now, you told us you have a really unique hobby, which is making dolphin noises.
Oh,
Yeah, probably the coolest one. I have to ask, can you do a dolphin impression for us right now?
well, it's just described as a dolphin noise, but I'll try.
Okay, thanks. That was excellent. Let's go ahead and try your buzzer. All right, it's working. All right, Evan, why don't you go ahead and tell us your grade and what school you go to?
Hi, my name is Evan. I go to Willie Manning Middle School, and I'm in 8th grade.
All right, now, we asked our competitors what special skill they could provide to a new community that was starting on Mars. And your answer was really great. You said you would share your knowledge of candy bars produced by the Mars Corporation. Yeah, it's clever. Can you share with us what their best candy bar is and why?
My favorite's probably the Milky Way, because I like combination of caramel.
That's good, and it goes with the space theme. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and have you try your buzzer out. All right, here we go. Are you guys both ready?
Sure.
Then let's get this thing started. And the question is, what is the largest perfect square, all of whose digits are odd? Evan.
9.
That is correct. So we start this thing 1-0 for Evan. Let's move on to question 2. And the question is, what is the least positive integer that is a factor of 21 factorial? Michael.
21.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. A factor of 21 factorial, but is not a factor of 20 factorial. Evan.
343.
That is correct. So we move on with a score of 2-0, Evan. The next question, and the question is, Kenton is an excellent basketball player, but unfortunately he misses his first shot of the game. However, he finishes the game having made 9 out of a total of 10 attempted shots. What is the percent probability that at some point in the game, he had made exactly 75% of his attempted shots? Evan.
100%.
You're right. That one was a little tricky. Okay, and we have a winner, Evan. Let's give a round of applause to Evan, and thank you so much, Michael. Okay, we're going to welcome our next round to the stage. We have Alan Ewan facing off against Boya Zhang. Yeah, try to sit under your picture. That helps us all out. Okay, let's see. Let's start with Alan. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in?
I'm an 8th grader from Hoover, Alabama, and I go to Simmons Middle School.
Excellent. Now, I know you really like playing video games, so why don't you go ahead and tell me what your favorite is?
I usually play like high pixel Minecraft.
Minecraft. I have heard of that one. I know that one. Well, good news for you, Alan. Tonight we're having a party to celebrate all of our national competitors, and we're going to be playing some great games on these big giant screens. So hopefully you'll be able to show off a little. That's something for all of you guys to look forward to later. All right, Alan, why don't you go ahead and test your buzzer for me? Perfect. It will appear there for you. Yep. Okay, Boya, why don't you go ahead and tell us what grade you're in and where you go to school?
Hello, I'm Boya Zhang. I go to Davidson Academy and I'm in 8th grade.
Very good. All right, now one thing you mentioned about yourself was that you can annoy people into doing things that you want. It's valuable. That's a valuable skill. Hang on to that. But I'm not going to give you the opportunity to annoy me, so let's just test your buzzer and move on to the questions. Perfect. Okay, are you both ready? All right, and the question is, the Guinness World Record for the largest hamburger patty, Alan.
24160.
Correct, very impressive. I saw you both had that one. All right, the score is 1-0, Alan. Question 2, and the question is, the graph of Alan.
Root 2.
Holy moly, yes, that is correct. And the score is 2-0, Alan. Moving on to question 3. And the question is, let n be the sum of the geometric series 8 to the first power plus 8 squared. Alan again.
8.
That is the correct answer. Winner, Alan. Nice job, guys. Whew. It's going to take no time at all. All right, let's welcome our next matchup to the stage. Let's have Liam Reddy and Li Ran Zhao. All right, Liam, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in.
I'm in 7th grade at the Waterford School.
All right, excellent. Well, something unique about you is that you are a really talented musician, and you can play some pretty difficult songs on the marimba. Now, first, can you tell me what a marimba is?
It's basically a big xylophone.
A big xylophone, okay, very cool. And how long does it take you to learn one of those especially difficult songs?
It can take me like a lot of time. Like I spent like 3 months on one of my pieces.
Ooh, and what song was that?
The Whistler.
The Whistler, very good, excellent. Let's go ahead and try your buzzer. Nice. Okay, and moving forward, Liran, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in?
Hi, I'm Liran. I go to school in Jericho Middle School, and I'm in 8th grade.
Excellent. Now, in addition to competing in math, you're also a very successful competitor in robotics competitions.
Yes.
With Raytheon Technologies is super involved in that as well. Are there any specific skills, besides math, of course, that you need to be successful in both types of competitions?
Well, I mean, for robotics, sometimes it's just a trial and error process when building. If the design doesn't work, you rebuild it. But the programmer on my team wants me to CAD the design, so I don't have to rebuild it so many times.
You know what? That happens to us at Raytheon too. So you're fine. You're doing great. Okay, let's have you test your buzzer. And Liam, did you get to test yours? You did not? All right, go ahead. Perfect. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get started then. Question 1, and the question is, if the diameter of a cylinder, Liam.
300.
That is correct. Score is 1-0, Liam. Moving on to question 2. And the question is, this diagram shows the roads connecting 6 cities labeled A through F. Each road is labeled with the number of minutes it takes to... Liam again.
50.
That is correct. Score is 2-0, Liam, and we're moving on to question 3. And the question is, let the quantity 1 plus x squared raised to the 4th. Liam again.
41.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Equal a sub 0 plus a1 x plus a sub 2x squared, and so on until you get to a sub 8x to the 8th. What is the value of a1 plus a3 plus a5 plus a7? Liran.
28.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. This one was a stumper, 40. Very close there, Liam. All right, moving forward into question 4. And the question is, in the figure A and B, Liam.
1/3.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. A and B are the midpoints of 2 sides of a regular hexagon. What fraction of the hexagon's area is gray? Liran.
7/24.
That is correct. We tied it up. Score is 2-1 going into question 5. And the question is, each of 6 shepherds. Liam.
60.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Each of 6 shepherds has 660 sheep. Liran.
10.
Judges? Oh, and that was an incorrect answer, so I'm sorry. The answer we're looking for there was 360, but thank you for not making me say that tongue twister. Okay, that is the end of the round. Let's congratulate Liam. Okay, let's get our next set of finalists to the table. That's Calvin Wong and Shruti Arun.
I literally don't have a pencil.
I think Calvin needs a pencil. Okay, good sharing, Shruti. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and introduce yourself. Calvin, tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in.
I go to Frost Middle School at, I should speak in this mic. I go to Frost Middle School in Virginia, in Fairfax specifically, and yeah.
Fantastic. Now, you told us one of your hobbies is online reality games. Can you tell me what that is? And is there a specific game you like best?
So basically, online reality games are like online versions of like reality games, like usually some TV shows and stuff. So like my favorite like style is like basically there is this Korean reality game called The Genius, and basically it's like you have like social skills and obviously math and logic skills where you play against each other, and finally one person wins at the end.
Oh, that seems like good practice for today. Good on you, Calvin. All right, you want to test your buzzer for me? All right. And Shruti, let's go ahead and say what grade you're in and where you go to school.
I'm in 8th grade and I go to Campus Middle School.
Awesome. Okay, now it sounds like you're a really big fan of ice cream. You said you're always willing to eat it regardless of the temperature outside, and Washington, D.C. has given you a challenge because it's been cold and rainy here this weekend. So, can you tell me, what is the best flavor of ice cream for me to eat when it is cold and rainy outside?
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. Love it. All right, Shruti, can you test your buzzer for me? Excellent. And Calvin, you got a chance to test yours? All right, then let's get to it. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, question 1. And the question is, let A, B, and C be positive integers such that A is less than B is less than C.
3. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The median of these 3 numbers is 20, while the arithmetic mean is 24. What is the greatest possible value for C? Shruti. All right, I'm sorry we didn't get that in fast enough. The answer there was 51. 51. All right, moving forward into question 2, still a tie ball game. And the question is, what is the units digit Kelvin?
3.
That is correct. Moving into question 3, score is 1-0. Including the endpoints. Including the endpoints, how many points with 2 integer coordinates lie on the line segment joining
26.
Calvin?
26.
That is correct. Moving into question 4, score is 2-0 Calvin. And the question is, if S is a finite set, the minimax of S is defined to be the product of the least and greatest elements of S. How many different subsets of the set 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on through 1920 have a minimax of 24?
530.
That is the correct answer. You have to wait till I call on you in the future. All right, that is the end of the round. Congratulations to Calvin, and thank you, Shruti. Yeah. All right, as a reminder, after you guys buzz in, you got to wait till I say your name, all right? I know it's exciting. All right, our next competitors. Oh, we are moving on. That was the end of our first round matchups. So now the winners from the first 4 matchups are going to compete against the top 4 seeds who had a bye in the previous round. The same rules for the quarterfinals will remain. So again, remember, I will say your name after you buzz in, then you can tell me your really great answer. All right, so here we go. The first pair of competitors in this round is Jai Lu and Evan Fan. All right, Jai, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in?
I go to Beechwood Middle School and I'm in 8th grade.
All right, now, we are so lucky to have a lot of participants and alumni who want to give back to the Math Counts community. I know you're involved in a group called DMC. Can you tell us about that group and what you do for them?
Oh, it's like a group that makes mock contests for like AMC 10 and stuff.
Nice. And what does DMC stand for?
Oh, it stands for like D-Toasty math competitions.
Nice. Well, thank you for being involved in that. Can you go ahead and try your buzzer for me? Excellent. All right, and Evan, let's try your buzzer again just to get you warmed up. Nice. Okay, you guys ready? All right. Question 1, and the question is, Kurt wants to pick a bouquet containing a dozen flowers for his mother. If he has more than a dozen of each of 4 choices of flowers, roses, lilies, orchids, and violets, and the order of the flowers is irrelevant, how many different bouquets could Kurt pick?
$455.
As a reminder, you have to wait until I call your name. That is the correct answer, though, so we have a score of 1-0, Evan. Okay, and the next question is, let x diamond y equal the quantity x minus y over the quantity 1 plus x squared plus y squared. What is the value of 1/2 diamond, the quantity 2/3, Evan?
2/5.
Yes, that is correct, and thank you for not making me read that one. Score is 2-0, Evan, going into question 3. Triangles ABP and ABQ are both isosceles, with AP equal to BP and AQ equal to BQ. If the measure of angles APB and Evan.
47.
That is the correct answer. right, Evan wins the round. Thank you, Jai. All right, let's get our round 6 participants up to the stage. Let's get Alexander Wong and Alan Yuan. Come on up. All right, Alexander, why don't you go ahead and tell us your grade and where you go to school?
I'm an 8th grader and I'm from Milburn Middle School.
All right, now you told us that one of your hobbies is watching YouTube. Since the video of this competition is going to be on the Math Counts YouTube channel, is there anything you would like to say to your future self in case you watch this video?
Hi, I guess.
That's a good one, yeah. And hi to future me, too. You're doing great. Why don't you go ahead and test your buzzer for us? Excellent. All right, and Alan, let's have you test your buzzer, too. Awesome. All right, we're all warmed up. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. And the question is, what is the value of 10 factorial times 8 factorial times 6 factorial? Alexander.
3,840.
That is correct. Moving into question 2. Alexander is 1, Alan 0. And the question is, if 4x plus 5 equals 9, Alan.
5/3.
That is the correct answer. All tied up going into question 3. And the question is, the scale on a map states 1 centimeter represents 4, Alan.
14.7.
That is correct. Score is 2-1 going into question 4. And the question is, according to a common heuristic, 7 dog years is equal to 1, Alexander.
53.
That is the correct answer, and we're all tied up. Woo, this is a tight round. Okay, going into question 5 here. And the question is, Alan.
7/19.
That is the correct answer. Wow, good round. Alan. Wowzer. All right. Next round is coming to the stage now. Let's welcome Varun Gotti and Liam Reddy to the stage. All right, Varun, why don't we give you a chance to practice into the microphone. Tell us what grade you're in and what school you go to.
I'm in 7th grade and I go to Fulton Science Academy.
All right, now one of your hobbies is doing puzzles. I also like puzzles. So do you have any recommendations for me?
I don't have any in particular.
Do you do the Wordle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you try the buzzer for me? Excellent. All right. And Liam, why don't you practice your buzzer one more time? All right, we're all warmed up. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to it then. Question 1, and the question is, the Premium Pencil Company makes perfectly cylindrical pencils that are 9 millimeters in diameter and 145 millimeters long. 12 pencils are placed snugly in one layer, side by side in a package. How many packages of pencils will a 108 centimeter by 9 centimeter box? Varun.
9.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How many packages of pencils will a 108 centimeter by 145 centimeter by 9? Liam.
4,500,000,000?
Ooh, that is big. No, that is also incorrect. Ran the gamut there on possible answers. The answer is 1,000. Thank you both. All right, moving into question 2, still all tied up here. And the question is, if the greatest distance, Liam. All right. Oh, if the greatest distance between any 2 points on a cube is 18 inches, what is the volume of the cube in cubic inches? Varun.
648 times the square root of 3.
That is the correct answer. Moving into question 3 with a score of 1-0 Varun. And the question is, what is the remainder when 123 trillion? Varun.
0.
That is correct. Score is 2-0 Varun going into question 4. And the question is, for A less than or equal to B, let A star B represent the product of all positive integers A through B inclusive. Liam.
756.
That is the correct answer. All right, score is 2-1 going into question 5. And the question is, Liwan's recipe calls for 1 dozen eggs. Liam.
8.
That is the correct answer. All right. We're all tied up after 5. That means we are entering sudden victory. Now, as a reminder, that means the next correct answer takes the round. Exciting stuff. And the question is, how many ordered triplets of integers? Liam.
6.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How many ordered triplets of integers, A, C, and T, are there for which C squared plus A squared plus T squared equals 21? Varun.
48.
That is the correct answer, and Varun takes the round. That was an exciting one. All right, our last matchup here. We welcome to the stage Rowan Garg and Calvin Wong. All right, Rowan, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you go to school and what grade you're in?
I'm in 8th grade and I go to Harvest Park Middle School.
Very nice. Now, we asked our participants if they were on the International Space Station and needed to call someone for help, who would they call? And you said your math teacher, which is a fantastic answer. I would call mine too, who also happens to be my dad. So now, what is the name of your teacher?
Mr. Lomas.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for all the math teachers in the audience. Thank you for supporting our students. All right, Rowan, let's have you test your buzzer. Excellent. And Calvin, go ahead and test yours again. There it is. All right. We're all warmed up. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, let's get right to it. And the question is, Siam is taking a multiple choice test in which each question has 4 answer choices, one of which is correct. If Siam randomly guesses on the 5 questions he doesn't know how to do, what is the probability that he gets at least 2? Calvin.
Oh, never mind. I'm off.
Okay. What is the probability? Oh, now I lost my. If Siam randomly guesses on 5, Rowan.
135 over 512.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The answer there was 47 over 128, and I feel you because probability is the hardest. I had trouble with that too. All right, question 2. And the question is, suppose A and B are positive integers. Calvin.
7.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Score is 1-0, headed into question 3. And the question is, the area of rectangle ABCD is 100 centimeters squared. Points P, Q, and R lie on side AB. Diagonal AC and side AD. Calvin.
24.
That is the correct answer. Score is 2-0 going into question 4. And the question is, what is this? Rowan.
8.
Yes, very good. score is 2-1 to Calvin, going into question 5. And the question is, if 4 to the n, Rowan.
4.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Okay. If 4 to the n is a divisor of 2 times 4 times 6 times 8 times 10 times 12, what is the greatest possible value of n? Calvin.
5.
That is the correct answer. Well done. Calvin takes the round. Thank you, Rowan. Okay, now I believe at this stage we have reached the semifinals, with only 4 students remaining with a chance to become the national champion. Now, before we find out who the national champion will be, we want to give each of our countdown round participants their moment to be recognized for their incredible accomplishments yesterday and today. Emily, Tracy, and Louie will help present trophies to these amazing competitors and plaques to their coaches. Now, please join me in congratulating our first round countdown round participants. Michael Way from the state of Florida. Michael Way from the state of Florida coaches Adelini Madrowski. Boya Zhang from Nevada coaches Diana Martin. Lee Ran Zhao from New York coaches Chris Wensink. And Shruti Arun from Colorado coaches Christy Marini. All right. All right, and now join me in congratulating our countdown round quarterfinalists. Our quarterfinalists are Liam Reddy from Utah and his coach Kieran Reddy. Alexander Wong from New Jersey and his coach Mary Beth Gackus. Jai Liu from Ohio and his coach Amy Hazelton. And Rowan Garg from California and his coach Sarah Armstrong. All right, we'll go that way. Okay, and then there were 4. For the rest of the competition, our rules will change slightly. From this point on, to win a round, our mathletes have to answer 4 questions correctly. And now on to our first matchup of the semifinals. Alan Ewan and Evan Fan head to the table. All right, guys, are you excited?
No.
Good answer. All right, let's go ahead and let you guys warm up with your buzzers again. We'll start with Alan. Good, and Evan. All right, our fingers are all warmed up. Let's get right to it. And the question is, if the square root of the cube root of the square root of n is 64? Alan?
16?
So that's a no. I'm sorry. It was in after the buzzer. Evan?
16.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, lucky man.
Sorry about that one, Alan.
It's just like,
All right, and question 2. A leprechaun trap has a 1 in 500% probability of successfully capturing a leprechaun. And once caught, a leprechaun will grant 3 wishes. However, each wish independently has a 95%. Alan?
4 million? I mean, 1 in 4.
I'm sorry, Alan. After setting a leprechaun trap, what is the probability of capturing a leprechaun and bringing granted 3 wishes, none of which will bring ironic misery? Express your answer as a common fraction. Evan?
1 over 4 million.
That is correct. I'm sorry, Alan.
It's like, what is going on? Okay, what?
The score is 2-0, Evan, going into question 3. And the question is, if 7 over A, Alan?
7?
That one's good. You got it.
Imagine I said like -7.
Okay, score is 2-1. Going into the next question here. And the question is, Alan?
8084.
That is the correct answer, and we've tied it back up. All right, scores all tied up at 2 apiece. Going into the next question, and the question is, if m and n are rational numbers, and the square root of m, Alan?
3 over 2.
That is the correct answer. Alan? Okay, score is 3-2, Alan with 3. And the next question is, how many different digits A, Alan?
3.
That's the correct answer, and Alan comes back to take the round. Way to go. Okay, at this time, I'd like to welcome Varun Gotti and Calvin Wong to the stage. All right, how about you guys? Are you excited?
Kind of.
All right, good to hear. Let's try the buzzer. We'll start with Calvin. All right, and Varun. Very nice. So they're all warmed up. We'll get right into it. And the next question is, the coordinates of 3 vertices of a cube are shown. What is the surface area of the cube in square units? Calvin?
96.
96, that is the correct answer. Score is 1-0 going into the next question. And the question is, let m be the sum of all integers. Varun?
1 million.
That is correct. And we tie things up. Going into the next question, and the question is, the price of a $500 television is increased by 20%. The resulting price, Varun?
8.
That is the correct answer. Varun with 2 and Calvin with 1. Going into the next question. And the question is, if x equals the square root of 2, Calvin?
2.
That is the correct answer. Wow, we got a close one here. We're tied at 2 apiece, and the next question is, the expression 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 9x can be written as k times the quantity x plus a times the quantity x plus b times the quantity x. Varun?
5.
That is the correct answer. Ooh, back and forth. All right, the score is 3-2 going into the next question. And that question is, let f of x, Calvin.
63.
That is correct. All tied up, guys. This one's for all the marbles. And the question is, if n, Calvin.
5.
Yes, Calvin. Great round, guys. Congratulations. Great round. All right, we are now in the final round of the competition, and the winner of this round will be the 2022 national champion. The two students who are competing for this honor are Alan Ewan and Calvin Wong. Let's give them a round of applause. You guys, you did it. You made it. Now are you excited, Alan?
No.
Scared.
Well, I'm excited for you. Let's go ahead and test your buzzers out. We'll start with Alan. Perfect. Calvin? Nice. And as a reminder, wait until I call on your name before you say the answer. All right? So, let's get right to it. And the question is, the value in any square of the figure shown is calculated by adding the two adjacent squares in the row below. What is the value of n? Calvin.
-5. Oh, sorry.
Say it again.
-5.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Alan.
-10.
That is the correct answer. All right, score is 1-0, Alan. And the next question is, in the circle shown, chord CD has a length of 12 centimeters and is perpendicular to diameter AB. If the measure of the arc BC is 60 degrees, how many centimeters long is chord AC? Calvin.
4√3.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Alan?
12.
That is the correct answer. At the buzzer. Woo. Kept us in suspense. All right, score is 2-0, Alan. Going into the next question. And the question is, Flynn, Gwyn, Lynn, and Quinn shared a circular pie that was sliced so each pie, Alan.
18.
That is the correct answer. All right, the score is 3-0, Alan, and let's go to the next question. From a group of 9 students, 3 separate teams are to be formed. One consisting of 2 students. Alan?
1260.
That is the correct answer, and we have a winner. Raytheon Technologies Math Counts National Champion. applause for our top 4 students in the 2022 National Countdown Round. Our 2 Countdown Round semifinalists, each of whom will receive a $3,000 college scholarship, are Varun Gotti and Evan Fan. With their coach, Mary Beth Gakis and Seema Doozy. All right. Congratulations, guys. All right, our countdown round runner-up, who will receive a $7,500 college scholarship, is Calvin Wong from Virginia with Coach Patty Freeman. And this year's Math Counts national champion and the recipient of a $20,000 Donald G. Weinert College Scholarship and a trip to U.S. Space Camp, Alan Ewan from Alabama with his coach, Laura Morrison. Congratulations to all 224 of our mathletes. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm so proud of you. Now this concludes this morning's program. We look forward to seeing you back here at 2 p.m. for our Math Video Challenge Finals. Thank you all so much for being here.